Welcome to NWA Powerrr Episode 19, Strictly Chaos. This was good. I enjoyed this show. I don't really have to go into heavy detail, but I can tell you this was a good show. It was. And if you haven't seen it already, which I'm sure everyone has, because I'm already 3 days late, you guys will like it. Opening of the show was the Tim Storm segment with Dave Marquez and Danny Deals. Now, the thing that gets me, that Danny Deals, who was dressed as a fake Mama Storm, came to make a deal with Tim Storm, saying, look, I'm giving you, well, at the end of it, he says, I'm giving you two options. One, you team up with the guy that I got here, or two, you're going to get beat up. And the one thing that Tim Storm wanted, originally, he was offered a partnership with the other guy. But he didn't want that. He just wanted to get his hands around the scrawny neck of a Danny Deals. And that's where the ending deal came in, where either you team up with this guy, or you challenge this guy, and if you beat him, then you can have me in the ring. And from what I understand, the guy who came out was Jack Stain. And that used to be an NWA champion at one time. They were doing a butting heads, so now you got a feud again. And the question's going to be, are they going to elaborate on their feud? Are they going to give more information? Maybe some video packages of what caused them to divide between Jack and Tim Storm. I want to see that because I've never seen them until NWA Powerrr came up. Never saw Tim Storm. I never seen Jack Stain. So now I'm hoping they'll show some old video footage of what they're talking about how Tim Storm won the championship. That's what I'm hoping for. Matt Cross had a short talk before his triple threat match. He talked very well. He talked that this is my life. I gave my life to this sport. I gave my life to wrestling. I love it, and it is the best. And I'm going to prove how good I am and how good wrestling is. So he's now in a triple threat, non-title, for the television, well, that opportunity at getting a chance at the television title. Because when it comes to with Starks having this, in a sense, best of 7, he has to do 7 matches. And if he wins every match or ties every match, he gets a shot at the world title, which is all right with me. So in this situation, it would have been interesting to see Matt Cross win, but it's actually Ziggy Dice who wins. I'm not saying I hate Ziggy Dice, but I kind of wish they had done something a little bit with this guy. But it's understandable. He only just came in from ROH, and I'm not expecting a lot from him immediately. That's going to be too big of a rush. And when it comes to Ziggy Dice, he's comic relief. That's what you got. And speaking of comic relief, we had the question mark Stevens and the Trevor Murdoch, one of my favorites, baby. You got Shooter Stevens with the Josh Gillen, pretty much trying to get things straightened out, trying to make himself look good, trying to show that he's still the Triple Crown winner of the NWA National Championship, the third degree Peruvian Karate champion. Oh, I've never been bored of Aaron Stevens. Never. He's always entertaining. But you went and got him to convince the question to get into a ring, and within a few moments, the question pretty much wiped out. 100% wiped out by Trevor Murdoch. And just to get Trevor Murdoch back, both of them beat the crap out of him. And in the end, you got the elbows to the face. It's in my face seeing Stevens just destroy Trevor Murdoch with those elbows to the ear and to the face. That was lovely. The question's going to be, how long are they going to wait before Trevor Stevens gets that title? I still say that Aaron Stevens doesn't really need the title to get over. He's already over as a heel. A great heel. Doesn't need it. Just me. You guys tell me below. Now, we had the interview with Aldis and the appearance of Marty Scurll and the build up for the Crockett Cup with these two guys, where one of them is going after the title and the other one is going to get a $500,000 payout. Scurll made it very clear he didn't want to wait until the Crockett Cup. He wants to fight. And he says, okay. And he warns him, and this is the Nick Aldis. Are you sure? Then you got Ice to come out. And he says, yes, come on. And then Lavender comes out. And he already came out early in the show. I'm not going to talk about that part. That's not necessary. But he makes it very clear. You sure you want this? He says, yes. And then once they're about to hit the ring, because you already got Marty Scurll going in the ring, you got, what is that guy's name? I didn't recognize him. You got, you know what? I'm not even going to try to pronounce the guy's name. I think his name is King. He comes out and a brawl breaks out inside this PowerPoint of NWA Powerrr. The point of NWA is to create excitement. This was exciting. You don't know what's going to happen. You got $500,000 on the line next to a title. And two promotions are being spotlighted pretty well. Marty Scurll is being spotlighted. And then you got ROH. And then you got Aldis. And NWA is being spotlighted. I find this more better than what Impact is doing, because they never spotlight the other promotion very well, particularly with one of the people that come from it. Yes, Marty Scurll is one of the creative writers of ROH. I don't care. At least I have a feeling that now two promotions are actually dealing with one another with their top stars. And that's something I'm enjoying. Now, we did get Ivan Koloff trying to promote something. Like a man camp, when he has Lex Luger by his side. Now, I'm alright with that. I mean, as I said before, seeing that older wrestlers, if I pronounce Nikita Koloff, I'm not Ivan, sorry, Nikita Koloff. I always get him and the other mixed up sometimes. Sorry about that. But seeing that still trying to do something outside of wrestling to try and make themselves a little better or help other people, it's a good thing. I'm alright with that. We now have Eddie Kingston dealing with the Pope. This was the best segment for me personally. Even though what happened with Scurll and Aldis was great, this was better. For me personally, seeing how Kingston made it very clear, I want the Pope now. I don't want to wait. Come on, Daddy, come on. He isn't saying it like that. But then you got the Pope, D'Angelo De Niro knows how to speak. He says, Daddy, I don't need to mess with trash. I always have things already ready for the trash to be taken care of. He doesn't say it like this. It's just the way I'm saying it. He pretty much made it very clear that he was trying to raise him, but it didn't work. So he made it very clear, you want me, Daddy? No problem. But you're going to understand, the Pope doesn't need to dirty his hands. He just needs to make sure that he has enough beer to go around to whoever needs it. And before this happened, the bouncers come out. And Kingston thought, I got my boys behind me. I got no problem. Because they already got rid of the Dawsons, he thought, now, Pope's done. Nope. Guess what happens? The Pope legitimately gets his boys, the bouncers, to turn, and they whoop that ass. They whoop it. Now, I admit, I did expect Homicide to come out. But he didn't come out, and I'm fine with that. At least not yet. Maybe by the Crockett Cup, you got Homicide coming out. But he made it very clear. He wanted Kingston to understand he's going to whoop that ass. That it doesn't matter. The Pope's always going to be on top. Don't ever mess with the Pope. That's what he said. That's how it went, and I enjoyed that segment. And then the final thing, you got Melina versus Thunder Rosa. And I kind of wish that the brass in the back were upset and had kind of allowed the politicking to actually be seen. That was the only weak point in this, because allowing Melina just to say, I'm going to do it, instead of maybe Billy Corgan, Seeing that Corgan did not come out, didn't make no announcement or nothing about this, they just set it up, I do believe was a lost opportunity to show that someone in the back had made the decision. They could have done a little bit of talking with Melina. And Melina could have said to Corgan, you want to save your girl, huh? You don't even have the balls to show that you were willing to give someone a chance. Show that I can do it. Show them wrong. Maybe I would do another match. Or just do as I say and give me the match. I would have liked to see that. And Corgan not be intimidated, but said, I know Thunder Rosa can kick your butt. He said, prove it. And then gave us the match. That would have made it even better. But it didn't happen. What did we get? We get them both in the ring. And Thunder Rosa's ready to tear her apart. Ready to do it. And she's saying, and Melina's saying, and I have to admit, they took a little time to raise the volume at the ring. That was a bit of a mistake there. But Thunder Rosa's saying, come on, show me. Come on, I want to fight. And Melina's saying, you got that because of me. Give it to me. And she says, I'm a fighting champion, shoves it back. And Melina walks away. She literally takes a count out. And I'm wondering if they're going to set this up the Crockett Cup. But then, Allison Kay comes from the crowd. Goes down the steps. Kicks her ass a little bit. Throws in the ring. Because the match is already over. She was ready to tear a new hole into Melina. Until she's in my face. Camille comes out and spears the crap out of a Allison Kay. Then she stares at a Thunder Rosa who smartly backs off. And now, the person I've been waiting to finally get into the women's division, Camille, finally shows herself. Now maybe she's working with Melina. Maybe she's doing this on her own. Or maybe she's doing this because of strictly business. I don't care. Seeing Camille finally showing how strong she is, how dominant she is going to be interesting. And I'm hoping that she will destroy Allison Kay in the next couple of episodes. This was a damn good show. For me. I don't know about you guys. You guys tell me below. Have a good day. Have a good night. Peace!